In this video, I'm going to show you how to be a modern-day Jack Sparrow. Now, I do want to be clear that the act of piracy is illegal, and I in no way condone it through this video. It is purely for entertainment. Before I start, if you like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe. The first step into being a pirate is to be very comfortable with the water itself. If you can't swim, I would recommend visiting your local community center for lessons, if they have the facility for it. The prices may vary depending on your age and location. When swimming, you want to practice both explosive movement and long-distance swimming. It is also important to be very good at floating for prolonged periods of time. If, for example, you go overboard in the middle of the ocean, there is no way you're swimming to the shore due to both the sheer distance and the massive exertion of energy needed. Now, the ocean has many issues for you compared to a treated pool, such as aquatic life, from animals to microorganisms that may cause issues, and a variety of temperatures of the water dependent on the location. You'll want to research what animals are commonly seen and what can be dangerous to you if you were to come in contact with it. As for temperature, cold water immersion can trigger involuntary gasping, hyperventilation, due to shock from the sudden immersion. This can increase your chances of drowning as you can inhale the water and begin to expend energy needed to stay alive. To combat this, I'd recommend submerging yourself in the cold environment. But if you can't find the ocean that's cold enough for you, a safer manner would be using ice baths. If you can master this, the cold water coming into contact with your face can trigger the mammalian diving reflex, which slows your breathing, lowers heart rate, and increases peripheral vascular resistance, so it can give you some benefits to survival. The next step is to become comfortable with aquatic vessels. For this video, I'm going to specifically refer to speedboats, but understanding the ins and outs of everything from kayaks to yachts is very important. I'm focusing on speedboats because that's what modern-day pirates use, due to their ability to reach 50 knots and more depending on the brand, which is above the average for luxury liners and cruise ships and yachts. Some basic skills to learn includes steering the boat. There are videos, but hands-on training is the best. Understanding the different buttons and dials on the speedboat panel. I recommend going through the instruction manual. You'll also want to know all of the equipment on board, such as the safety gear and how to use them. You want to understand maritime vocabulary. Check out the officersofthewatch.com. You want to know how to fix, whether it's temporarily or permanently, common issues that occur for that make and model. And you want to know how to navigate without a GPS, such as using celestial navigation, if by chance the GPS goes offline. Now, these are just the bare bones of seamanship, and there is a lot more to learn on the specifics of it. You want to take multiple classes and get a license, if needed, from the beginning to drive without any worries. The third step is to be physically fit and knowledgeable on martial arts, as piracy may require fighting people or climbing onto ships/swimming. I made videos on these topics, so I'll put out a card so you can click on them. Now, modern-day pirates do use modern-day firearms, and so you can keep one on the boat during your adventures if you really want to. However, this is a complex topic, as issues can arise. On international waters, it seems that whichever country the boat is registered to, its laws are subjected. However, if it enters the 12 or 24 mile area of a country's waters, it would be subjected to that country's laws. So while nice, I wouldn't risk having a gun. If you choose to use one, understand the environment will be a big part in its accuracy. Strong changes in wind may cause the bullet to veer off course, while harsh waves can make it difficult to aim. And if it gets wet, it may malfunction. Personally, I'd keep a weapon like a club on board, as it can be inconspicuous like an extra pipe laying around, but still dangerous for an opponent at close range. Now, if you do learn all these skills, what to do with them? Because again, piracy is illegal. But there are some interesting professions that you can do with these nautical skills. The most interesting, in my opinion, is treasure hunting, as the oceans have an estimate of 3 million sunken ships that have been undiscovered. For this, you'll need experience and equipment for deep diving, along with research for specific areas where the ships were seen last. The ability to keep the items you may find is a kind of a gray area, as people don't like historical items being sold off. The next is not really a profession, but more like a challenge, or a series of challenges. It is to complete famous challenges done by sailors and get the appropriate tattoos as a type of trophy. Examples include the King Neptune tattoo for crossing the equator, the Swallow tattoo for traveling 5,000 nautical miles, an Anchor tattoo for crossing the Atlantic, and more. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe.